I think this is the wrong floor. Is it? Nice. It's been a very long process to get here to this moment. Oh, there it is. What's the Artist Alley exhibitor registration?
Inside.
Right there? It's inside?
Yes.
I think I'm Artist Alley. Hey, I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going? You tired? Yeah.
Like came in yesterday.
Did you set up yesterday?
Not all the way. I came in like an hour.
Yes. Was it 555? Sorry. So out of it.
557.
557. Okay, thank you. So I'm pretty sure my bronchitis is flaring up again. I told myself I wasn't gonna push that hard anymore. You know, sleep 2 hours a night kind of thing. But hey, man, shit's gotta get done. Right here. They didn't bring the Dayquil. Like, I can't finish a sentence. Let's go grab the shit.
You look frustrated already. Hasn't even started.
Well, let me tell you about yesterday, all right? So I haven't been sleeping a lot because I'm working on the Dragon Ball piece, which, by the way, has to be done in 3 days because I have to get it printed and shipped to Texas for next weekend, which is the big Dragon Ball show, which is the only reason I did the project in the first place. It's just taking a lot longer than I thought. So I'm just really tired and stressed out. My bronchitis is flaring up again. I'm like hawking up really thick, gross yellow mucus. You saw that yesterday? I wish I took a picture of it. It looked like it was alive, like on the ground. It was jiggling. It was gross. But I'm just tired. I'm sick. We weren't even supposed to rent this car, but through some issues yesterday, we ended up having to spend money to rent it. And I don't want to go listing off all the bad stuff that's happened so far, dude. That's how you go crazy. That's how I rewatched my old vlogs, like last week, just to marathon them while I worked. All I did was I was just listing off all the bad shit that had happened leading up to the show, and I don't want to do that anymore because that's bad. But my arms are not what they used to be. Ever since my shoulder injury, I haven't really felt like myself because I can't exercise a lot. I can't do big murals. I can't put my backpack on. Is that it? Trash.
Gummed up, brain dead, and can't decide. You can't pray enough, you can't hide. You can be cool or you can cry. Do it wrong, not at all, or do it right.
It's weird. Felt like I had retired from doing this. And now I'm like, oh, I'm out of retirement. I'm back in. What?
I'm like, why is it so hot right here?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, what was it, $100 we could have got electricity? Oh. How's it going? Sorry, I was talking about feet.
I was looking behind you.
Oh, which one were you looking at?
The hustle bustle.
Oh, Yeah, those are all my original characters and concepts.
Okay. Let's go. Otage radio exercise. Music. Start. Otage radio exercise. First. Always like this. Copy this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rosario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Los Angeles. 1, 2.
Oh man, I really like having someone to record me. Whoa. This is a really nice venue. It'd be nicer when it's actually filled with people who are going to spend money. I was fucking. Yeah, so I drew everyone up to Zero Aura, so 807, and then every form that everyone has. So like all the Unknown, the Arceus, the Deoxys. It was a 520 draw hour. Yeah, that's up to date with Kaisa. And then Rick and Morty, Overwatch. Was there one that stuck out to you? Supras. So those are all 20 for the first, 10 for each additional. Everything comes signed and with plastic sleeves.
What program do you use?
Oh, I just drew that in Photoshop. Yeah, I just use not really. It's that's like the most tedious thing I've ever done in my life. No, it was cool because when I was drawing that, I was live streaming the whole thing. So if I messed up on something, the chat would like point it out. So essentially, it's been proofread like thousands of times. I had a lot of plans for 2019. You know, when I took my break from the cons, I was like, hey, I'm gonna, I was gonna do a lot of things. I had it all lined up. You know, getting my medals for the races was one of the biggest things that I wanted to do because I finally made time to train. And then when I got injured, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say I got depressed, but it was like, everything I had been working for and I had planned for kind of just came crashing. So I couldn't train anymore. I didn't get my medal. logistically, like the schedule of the rest of the races for this year, I'm not going to be able to get the medal that I wanted. With the shoulder still hurting, it's hard to do murals, and I'm just behind on a little bit of everything now because like for a whole month, because it's only been 8 weeks since I injured my arm, so for like a whole month after it hurt, like immediately after, I was just like down. I'm not going to go to the point where I say depressed, but I was really down, and you can probably see that in a lot of in the videos that I posted. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not dwelling on it anymore because I'm feeling much better now. I'm feeling so much better to the point where I can like look back on it and be like, wow, you really let that affect you, and that's bad news. But it's crazy. Like it made me feel like all the work that I had done up until that point was kind of worthless, because now all the things that I was planning to do are either not going to happen, or boy, if I manage to do them, like the murals or get my medal, if I manage somehow to get that done in the year that I wanted, that like I'll be pretty proud of myself if I can. So expectations. So when you came along, how did you think the show was going to go sales-wise for me? Be honest.
Sale-wise?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
No idea. Couldn't eat.
The way you're hyping up, I think it would have been
More
kind
than
of
we
like,
did.
kind of like this, because I didn't expect the 12 hours. But saying it's 12 hours, you should have made more.
Should have been more. Yeah. Because hour for hour, this is a 4-day con.
Like you should have made at least,
4K.
I say, 1,000 more. How long have you had that bag?
I'll change it. We got new Walmart bags, all right?
Yeah.
Don't judge it.
It's fine.
Don't judge it. Still works. Hashtag. I'll hashtag you. Then you'll lose your career. This has been a trip. So today, when the thing on Reddit happened, whenever I woke up, so somebody at the con bought my poster and then they put it up on Reddit. And then it got top post on Pokemon Reddit like all day. It was like 7,000 upvotes. And it directed people to the store, the online store. And remember, I was keeping you up to date this morning on how much I was making, and I was like, oh, 200, 300. I was so happy because I had no expectations that was going to happen. It hit me like a truck. End of the day, we're floating about over 1,500. I got a couple more, and I just didn't really check how much it was, but you know, I was happy with just a couple hundred because I wasn't expecting it. And I was watching my vlogs last week, and I got so like miserable. not me, but like in the vlogs, I was super miserable because I was just like, I didn't make 5,000. I didn't make 4,000. What a fucking asshole, dude.
Dude, it's like you saying that though. It's like if you want to make that kind of money, it's something.
No, that's
different.
like if I net a show. If I go to a show and I net like 1,000
Yeah.
in one weekend, you should be happy with it because 1,000 is still 1,000. You know, especially if you're compiling that on top of like 2 to 3 other shows.
Yeah.
That
During the
month. Yeah. And you know, it kind of how would you say, like, opened my eyes. Taking that break kind of like opened my eyes to being like, wow, you became a fucking prick. And that all happened last year because I had expectations. I was like, you know what? I should be doing this, I should be doing that. And then I had a lot of outside voices saying, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And if you're not making this, you shouldn't go back to that show. But I like traveling, you know? And so the show today, we closed at 25 at the show. The con itself is 25, which for a 3-day show with 4-day show worth of hours is not that much. But I'm netting over $1,000. And then
Not even including the online sales.
yeah, the online sales, which I wasn't expecting, that on top of it. So it made this a pretty lucrative show. But we wouldn't have got that online feature if the person didn't buy at the show, because it was they bought it at this show, featured it online.
You even wanted to not come Sunday.
Yeah.
So you could finish the Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and I thought the Dragon Ball piece would be done already. And you know, I've been working on it as hard as I can. It's just so massive. I was like, I'll finish it in 2 weeks. No, I'll finish it next week. I'm telling my girlfriend, I'll finish it next week. So, you know, looking back on the con life after rewatching the videos, which I think was good for me, I think a lot of my unhappiness and like my frustrations and like just the drag I've had came from the fact that I was just expecting more. So, for example, during Anime Expo last year, I finished the Rick and Morty piece, and I thought I was going to hit up Justin Roiland, thought I was going to hit up Dan Harmon and be like, it was going to be shared everywhere. And I got hella prints made. I was like, this is going to make me a ton of money. And it didn't. It kind of flopped. Mad. That was the first collage I ever did that mad flopped. And that was the first time of those collages where I was expecting it to be like the shit, right? Objectively, it has kind of paid for itself, but it's not what I thought or I expected of it. So that's why I was fucked up. So what?
Too high expectation?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's too high, but it's okay to set high expectations, but don't get fucked up when it doesn't happen. You know?
Yeah.
So especially with today, what happened with the Pokemon piece when it got featured, and I was just like not seeing this coming, and it's not like a huge amount like I wanted from other my Rick and Morty, but I'm happy with it because I wasn't getting greedy. So you know, moving forward into the shows, I'm just gonna take them for what they are, you know, and I think it's gonna make like my quality of life traveling and for these cons go back to what they used to be.
So you actually enjoy the cons a little bit more now?
I actually enjoyed this con a lot.
Is it just because it's in Hawaii, or
I haven't even seen anything.
you've seen the whole tower room? And that's it?
We arrived late. We went hiking, kind of, almost quit, and then I've just been in the room all night. So this is my first time going out, man. So, nah, dude, that's just I think perspective. Yeah.
Something you need to get better at.
Close my eyes and I keep seeing things, rainbow